last election cycle, Super Tuesday's off in a moment when we see the field narrow even further. But Dr. Ben Carson, who occupies one of the last two spots in most polls, today said he's not going anywhere, despite the growing calls in some circles for him to drop out. In an op-ed on FoxNews.com, Dr. Carson says, quote, "It's a fundamentally undemocratic response to insinuate that people should be stripped of their choice for the good of the party. That's why I've vowed to continue our campaign as long as we have revenue and support until the people have decided." Joining me now, Dr. Ben Carson. Doctor, great to see you. So,
thank you.
Sorry about that. But, you know, you've heard others say that you and John Kasich, for that matter, don't have a path. They don't see a path forward for you realistically if you don't win significantly tomorrow. Do you agree with that?
It will be more difficult if we don't pick up some significant delegates tomorrow. But I expect that we may well do that, because recognize a lot of things have happened in the last week. And one of the things that happened is we had a debate, if you can call it that. And after that debate, I went into the spin room, and the most common question from the international correspondents was, "Aren't you embarrassed? Isn't your country embarrassed?" And, you know, the people of America, I think, are getting a much better chance to recognize who the people are who are running, and is that the kind of person that they want representing the United States of America?
To whom are you referring?
I'm referring to all five of us who are on that stage. They have an opportunity to see what kind of people we are, what gravitas do we bring to the stage, and are we really interested in solving the problems?
So when you see the dust-up that we've seen today, for example, between Marco Rubio and Donald Trump, is it embarrassing to the Republican Party?
I believe it is, absolutely.
Why?
I think we should be talking, because I think we should be talking about the issues that threaten our country. We should be talking about the national debt. Have you heard any politician talking about the fiscal gap? And yet, you're talking about the financial foundation of our country.
Mm-hmm. Or ISIS.
Or ISIS, or how are we going to deal with them? How are we going to deal with an incredible educational crisis that's going on? I don't hear much talk about that at all, and that actually impacts upon our national security.
Mm-hmm. But let me ask you, because your advisor, Armstrong Williams, said Super Tuesday will be a moment of truth for your campaign, and said it will be obvious if your predictions of what could happen for your campaign don't come to fruition. It's obvious what the outcome will be. He's signaling that you're going to get out after Super Tuesday if you don't have a great night. Will you?
Well, you know, Armstrong is entitled to his opinions. I have multiple advisors, and I am not really listening to the pundits. I'm listening to my donors. Mm-hmm. I'm listening to my supporters, and I have millions of them, and they're saying, please do not get out. We don't want to be left in a situation where we have to choose between the lesser of evils. And I think they have a right to say that.
Last question for you. Donald Trump, you heard the dust-up on Sunday with Jake Tapper a day or two after saying he disavowed David Duke. He said he didn't know who David Duke was and did not disavow him in that interview, or the KKK. Mitt Romney today suggesting that he is coddling bigotry and that this is a disqualifying moment for him. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm a little surprised to know that he doesn't know who David Duke is. That's really quite shocking, and that probably should be the area that maybe is investigated a little bit more. But I hope when he learns who David Duke is, he would run in other directions.
Well, he has disavowed him, at least, you know, on Friday and then again online. But do you agree with Mitt Romney that this is, quote, disqualifying and disgusting?
Certainly, if he did not disavow him, that would be disqualifying. But if he comes out and very clearly and vigorously says, I want nothing to do with a hate group, then I think that's fine.
Dr. Carson, always great to see you.
Thank you, Megan.